Hello and welcome to Doctor's Corner. I'm Eldon Dahl from Life Choice. Today we're going to talk about product quality. Well, you probably hear product quality from everyone. Product quality is now the new catchword for natural, as natural is used by everything that's even unnatural. So we're going to talk about things that you probably never heard of before. The beauty is that we're not Fortune 500 and we are not owned by pharma. So when we say something, the buck really stops with us. And I could talk to you about raw materials, and I could talk to you about how they're formulated, and you'll say, isn't that nice? But it really is not going to tell you nothing specific. And I think people relate best to the bottom line. So if I tell you what we pay for our raw materials in comparison what others are paying, maybe that'll make better sense. Because now you'll see that money talks. And usually what you pay for, you get. Well, I'm going to talk about our products. Now, we make products to be equally as therapeutic as pharmaceutical drugs do, with the same standard in place, but without the side effects or dependency. And how is that possible? Well, it's the sourcing of the raw materials and how they're formulated. The beauty with Health Canada, when they licensed the natural health product, they were saying that you can produce it with any material that you like. Well, within reason. So they'll say that if it's radiated, it's okay. If it's genetically modified, that's fine too, because they recognize that genetically modified foods as being safe. So when you look at that type of a standard in place, and then they're licensed with a natural health product, the one thing that we do have in Canada because of the regulations is everything has to be produced by GMP standards. So goods manufacturing practice. So what's in the bottle should be what's on the label. And that's very important. And product testing has to be done. After product testing, to make sure that it does not have any contaminants, microbes, and this nature, so the product is safe to use. But product quality is as vast as the ocean. There's so many variants on product quality. And we're going to talk to you a bit about the differences of product quality. Now, I'm going to read for you. You'll never hear this from anyone else, I guarantee you. What we do with our products is we eliminate the non-methylated versions of our minerals to begin with. The other product that we use is for B6. We use the methylated version, P5P, in comparison then the pyridoxal form. Pyridoxal phosphate you'll see all over in all the formulations, and that's about $85 a kilo. Whereas the pyridoxine 5-phosphate is $400 a kilo. That's 400% more than what the standard P5P or B6 is in comparison. Now, the P5P does not need to be converted in the body. That is the beauty. B6 and pyridoxine does have to be converted, and it may cause sensory neuropathy in your extremities, so you'll feel like a numbness in your hands and your feet. And this goes away after you eliminate the pyridoxine, but who wants to have that? And then when you're putting it in, if you find it in several of your products, it's in the bioaccumulation of this. You'll wonder why you're getting these bit of the side effects. And it could be from something that's normally good for you, but because you're taking too much of it in several different formulations, it's going to cause irritation. So P5P is the version that's safe for children. Even a newborn can take it without any issues, and even higher amounts. The other one we use is methylcobalamin rather than psychocobalamin. I call it psychocobalamin because it makes you a little bit psycho. And the price is fairly similar. We pay $6,000 a kilo opposed to $5,000 a kilo. But cyclocobalamin is not natural and must be converted into the body first. Methylcobalamin occurs naturally. So what I'm saying is the raw materials that go into the product, when you take them in their pre-digested form for absorption to the cellular level, you don't have to impact your body further when you take a nutrient in that's not in its state for absorption to find enzymes or other nutrients within the body to take it to deliver it to the cells, needing further conversion. Also, we use a different melatonin that's on the market today. Our melatonin is USP, pharmaceutical grade, patented material with clinical studies directed to the melatonin. It's a different pathway than your standard animal-derived melatonin or your unknown synthetic melatonin. I could buy Chinese raw materials for melatonin for $175 a kilo. Yet, we pay over $1,000 a kilo for our melatonin. Why? Because you don't have the associated side effects that you do with melatonin. And the thing is, when you're taking melatonin, you feel you have side effects. It could be that it's not coming from the melatonin at all, but how the melatonin is sourced. Another thing is flow agents. Have you looked at your labels on your bottles before? And you see that there's magnesium stearate, stearic acid, and a whole bunch that you have to look up in the dictionary to figure out what they are. These, in small amounts, do not cause an issue in the body. Stearic acid, magnesium stearate, in one capsule, knock yourself out. It's not going to hurt you. But if you're taking it and it's in every product you're taking as a flow agent, then it's a bioaccumulation again. And what that happens when you take that, there is evidence, clinical evidence, that shows that it can affect the neural pathway within the brain. So sensitive is it that we have clinics that are using our neurotransmitter support that when we had it in years ago, their patients reacted immediately. So this is the sensitivity the body has. And so what we use is a scormyl palmitate, so a fat-soluble form of vitamin C. It's safe, it's natural, and it actually does your body good. Another thing we do is we produce our products that we have. The difference, I'll go back, in the difference in the flow agent. The scormyl palmitate is $40 a kilo, opposed to magnesium stearate, $5.50 a kilo. You can see the differences are starting to add up. Fermented amino acids opposed to chemical extraction amino acid. What does that mean? The fermented is produced by fermentation. It's done vegan, so it's produced by cane sugar. It's allowed to proliferate and grow in the culture like you would make miso or like you would make beer, in this nature where you ferment. And you get up to 30 enzymes, but that makes it free form for cellular delivery. Chemical extraction could be from duck feathers, horsehair, human hair, or, get this, sewage sludge. You got it, sewage sludge. Who would like to have that? Not me. And I'm sure you don't, especially you vegans and vegetarians. And the price difference. We pay $30 to $230 per kilo, such as our tryptophan. Whereas you can get extracted amino for $16 to the highest of $28. Why? Why would we pay more? Because one is pre-absorbed in its state where it goes directly to the cells. One has 30 enzymes that makes it free form. The other has up to 2 to 3 enzymes and needs further conversion, pulling the nutrients from your body, your enzymes, which are already in short supply, just to break down the nutrient. And if you're vegan and vegetarian, remember that. So what we also do is we put all our formulations when they're in capsule form, in vegetarian capsules. There's no animal, so no gelatin. And for that, we pay 50% more than your gelatin capsules. But the reason is there's no undesirable animal products. And again, if you're vegan or you're halal or you're kosher and it's coming from an animal that you're not comfortable to partake, then you'll like the Life Choice brand. So why do we do this? Why do we do this? Why do we spend more money than we need to? We do it for product quality. Today, the standard of supplements have fallen greatly from what they used to be in the days of origin. Even the raw materials that we use in our products, not only do we put in the capsule, vegetarian capsule, but even the cotton is USP grade and organic. Not only are we concerned about what goes into our bottles, but we're concerned with the bottles and the packaging that we use as our green initiative. What we have here is we use PEAT bottles. That's an acronym for these bottles. Now these bottles are the most recycled bottles on the planet. They use less amount of oil to produce, and they are recycled down to the cap. So the beauty is that they protect the product from UV light. They protect it so the bottle can breathe to a certain degree. There's no chemicals in it, and it breaks down in the environment, and it's used the most, as I said, recycled on the planet. Some may say, well, gee, you have pills up to here, but you have all that empty space. You're not very green. Well, we are very green. It's our packaging that is used. We pay extra for it, but we do it for the reason to save the planet. And not only that, what we have here is what our award that we won. 2019 award from the CHFA for the Supplier of the Year for our Sustainability Award. So it's not only what's in the product, folks. It is what we are working our way to having a lesser carbon footprint on what we do with our products, and to deliver professional therapeutic medicine that you will find a difference with. And that's why the Life Choice products are higher on the shelf, because they are completely different than our competition. So for Doctor's Corner, I'm Eldon Dahl, and the best of health.